Well, I can hear you. We are here. A second ago you couldn't hear. All right. So get together like your family, because y'all are. And squeeze in. We're going to go ahead and start. Fairly on time. All right. So go ahead and get your calendar out. Okay, so everyone's got their calendars out, or a calendar, a little update thingy, so you can write down the important dates. Okay. So, Fun to Share is August 25th at the Bachelor's house. Do they do one in Lake City? No one. Come to the Bachelor's. Okay.
It's only like 20 minutes from us, so why would we?
We can do it all together. The party. Okay, that is Monday, August 25th. Okay? Now, the end of the accounting period is August 29th, which is a Friday. It's usually the fourth Friday. I didn't count because it's in my Premier Planner. So it's the fifth Friday. So it's Friday, August 29th. Okay? P.S. If you have a show that is held before August 29th and you close it August 30th, is your hostess going to be able to get 50% back to jewelry? And no. So, stress that. It's midnight Central Standard Time, so 1 o'clock our time. What my husband and I choose to do is we tell everybody that, you know, they're not, unless their show's held on that Friday, that shows have to be closed by that Thursday. So they can't even, you know, stress you out. Okay. All right. Moving to September. All right. Let's see here. Gainesville local training is September 8th, which is my baby's 5th birthday. Okay? Just one. And my 3-year-old, the triplets turned 3 on Sunday. So, wow. So 3 years ago, I was as big as a house. Okay. Then, let's see. Fun to Share is the 4th Monday of the month. So I have it on my calendar for September 22nd. And then the end of the accounting period in September is Friday, September 26th. Now, upcoming important dates. Have we decided on a new jeweler? Next new jeweler training?
Is
October, I'm assuming, but to be determined, but most likely in October. So it's going to be every other month, so we had one this month, so the next one's going to be in October. All right, most important thing is October 25th is Jewel School. We have Gail, Foster, and Linda.
oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good.
Do not schedule a party on October 25th.
Okay, it starts at 10 a.m.
I'll be really tired.
Yeah.
Wake up, don't worry, Gail Foster will wake you up, yes.
How long does that last?
It's from 10 to 4. Yes. 10 to 4. 10 to 4. Okay? All right.
Honestly, we'll be tired.
You will be tired. Okay, so we're talking like hardcore training. I'm like echoing and I was like,
You're fine.
all right, so October training is October 13th, which is Columbus Day. The bank will be closed, but we will still be having training. Now, I believe that next month's training will be back in a regular room, not in the tiny baby room, so we'll see. All right, so that's the important dates to put in your calendar. All right. Oh, but another thing that's happening in October is we're going to Haven. Yeah. Who's going to Haven with us? That's October 9th through the 12th. All right. So let's go ahead and do recognition really quick. Can you tell my husband to come in here?
Can you come in here, husband?
All right. Let's roll this out.
Woo!
Cheers.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
All right. Being recognized. I love the enthusiasm. Thank you all.
You're recognized for the July accounting period. So, if you're an official Premier Design jeweler, stand up and clap. Everybody stand up. Everybody. Everybody stand.
Oh, remain standing if you're a jewelry lady.
We already did that part.
Okay.
Who's running this train? You or me?
You think we're running it?
All right, well, go ahead, Missy. All right. remain standing if you had at least one show in July. 2 shows. 3 shows. All right, come on up. Oh yeah, where are all the designers at? Get on up here. No, you stay up here too. No, you don't even get ready for high five.
All that's enough. Prove the presentation. Okay. Time out.
Here, come down here.
If you are walking, come up here. If you're a designer, go up there. If you're a designer, go up there. We did 4 shows. Come in this line. Over here.
Yeah,
Okay,
there we
there
go.
you are. Good job. All right, turn it down. Okay. I don't know what you want to do. You had a $100 show, meaning you counted as a show. Stand up.
What?
So this is 1 show. This is your highest show.
Single highest show.
Okay. Training show?
Yes.
Okay. If you had a $400 show, remain standing. $600 show. Alright,
Come on up.
come on. Let's start the train right here. Grab the line. I love it. Shooting it. Alright, ready?
Ready?
How much was your show? Now we're going to do overall month retail, okay? Okay, so if you had, you sold $100 in jewelry, stand up for the whole month of July. Woo! We have 2 seats up here. Yep, 1 seat, 1 seat. 1 seat up there. Come on. Y'all gotta. Come on up here. There's a seat right here, right here. Right here. You gotta sit down. Wait a minute now. If your month retail, the whole month was at least $100, stand up. If you had a $400 month, remain standing. $600 month. 800. $1,000
month.
No, we gotta make sure there's no crowding. Super line. All right, ready? Go. Alright, what was your total retail? 1,086.
Like 1,800.
14,86.50. 21,08. Alright, raise your hand.
Raise your hand.
That's like
Raise your hand, please.
Okay, all these people stand up
if you sponsored a new jewelry lady in the month of July.
Come up here if you have if you're a new jeweler. Bring your purse with you if you have it.
Yeah, new jewelry lady.
to eventually leave the job I work at which is Starbucks.
Yes. We keep Starbucks in business.
Yes, I do. And I would like to, since I'm the sole provider for my son, I would like to be able to, like go on vacations and have extra money to do stuff like that.
She's down south.
Yeah, she messaged me.
Oh,
Because you're in Lake City, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere in Lake City. It's like we're all in Lake
Raise your hand if you live near Lake City. There's people.
They're way back there.
She was like, she works at Starbucks and all this stuff. I'm just like, wait, Starbucks?
Yeah.
Tell us your name again.
Michaela.
Michaela. Everyone say, hey, Michaela.
Michaela, have a seat. Thanks, girl.
All right. Jeweler. You need to come with her. Okay. Hi. What's your name?
My name is Heather.
Hey,
Who's your premier mama?
Heather.
That's not confusing at all for me. Okay. So, why did you decide to join Code?
I really like the company's values and morals and the fact that you don't have to have inventory.
Yeah.
And you don't have to rip pantyhose.
Welcome, Heather. Looking cute. And you want to do that. Like how you do a little break She's so excited to just She's so full of
So excited that you're here.
That's right. So what's your name?
Takesha Armstrong.
Oh, hey. Okay, who's your premier mama?
This be my mom.
Ashton Brown. Ooh, Ashton Brown. You from Lake City?
Yes.
Oh, girl.
Okay, so why did you decide?
Acting made it sound so appealing. She's a good role model, so I'm like, I can do that. And she's, yeah, great, do that, come on.
Why you decided?
I decided because I like to have gatherings with nice people from all walks of life to get them together and play with some beer.
There you go.
I make my own schedule, just saying.
Welcome. We're glad you're here. All right.
Okay, if you had a baby last month, stand up.
And she's at training, y'all. Yeah, training. She just had a baby.
She needs some quiet time with one kid. That's what.
Training to break.
Look, everybody see this fat baby? Look at him. How much did he weigh?
10, 12.
And you're walking.
You deserve a medal.
You're getting a medal. We got a charge for that. We'll be right
All right. If you qualify for Quick Star, Crown Jewel, Rookie Team, Designer, Executive Director, Future Builder, anything last month, come on up.
You better get in the center.
Just get up.
I know you're not. Well, that's what you get.
Are you ready? All right.
Done.
All right. Y'all
You did
stand
it
over
before,
here.
right?
Come back this way. Okay, put your arm out. Come on. Put your arm out. Come out. Ready? Woo! That's like your back arm. You're being funny.
But
High five
not.
them. Okay. So, tell everybody your name.
I'm Liza.
Hi, Liza.
Why are you hating everybody?
You did quick start 6.
Run the line.
I'm Cam.
Hi, Cam.
What'd you do, Cam? I'm a builder. Wait, my toes. Yeah, I can tell. Okay, so who are you?
Jessica Marie.
Oh, what's up?
I'm a builder too, guys.
Where did Cam go? How many? You 3? 2, 3? When?
How many spots were left?
3. I'm 16.
Hey,
I did Quick Start 9.
Randall. Kenny. Alright. Okay, so our goal, Christine and I's goal, is to get you guys out of here on time. Who's excited? P.S. If you're in the Smith downline, they promoted as well.
Yeah, they did.
To 5 diamonds. So exciting. So congratulations to David and Danielle. Okay, so I am going to be training on the touchdown 10 for fall. Okay, so I'll give you a couple seconds for me to plan out. I promise I won't talk fast.
Does everybody have a pen? I don't have one to give you, but I'm just making sure.
I have a pen.
Check it. Yeah, I know.
Way to be on top of things. Y'all are so helpful around
It
here.
might help you out.
They have a lot of kids.
Anybody need a pen? One once, one twice? Okay, way to be responsible. Oh, look at it. We're starting right on time. I'm just saying.
Awesome.
I know, yes! No, just kidding. No, I don't like that dog. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to try not to talk too loud so I don't have this echo. So maybe about this tone.
Your echo's fine.
Talk loud.
Either way.
I don't hear it.
Alright, so I am going to be talking about how to have an awesome fall. Who wants to have an awesome fall? Yeah, okay. So we're going to talk about the top 10 ways that you can have an awesome fall. Some of it's going to be planning, but a lot of it's going to be planning, okay? Alright, so way number 1. Okay, so it's going to be 10. This is great. I made it how I like to take notes. I like to make numbers and bullets. Okay, so number 1 is to overbook. Okay, what does that mean? What does it mean to overbook? It means that if you normally do 4 shows, you're going to double up and try to do 8. Okay? And so, because you always want to overbook by 2, because if someone gets sick or moves away or has something happen and we have to reschedule, you have 2 replacements. But you want to overbook in the sense of just want to have a month of overactivity. So either August or September is going to be your overbook or overactivity month. Okay? Now, what that does is that overactivity of August or September is going to pour shows into your October, November, and December. Okay? So, yeah. Any questions about that? Okay. All right. Now, how do you do that? You're gonna, book a show at every show, make phone call, all that fun stuff that we've talked about all the time. All right. Number 2, run a fun contest. Now, what kind of fun contest can you run? Okay. Last year, I ran this contest that said, "Who wouldn't want free jewelry?" Okay. So what it did was. Now, this is a lot of shows, but you can adjust this based on however many shows you want to do. So it says, be one of my 20 pre-Black Friday hostesses and take advantage of our amazing hostess plan. As a special thanks to you, I will enter your name into a drawing for $200 in cash just in time for Black Friday shopping. Okay, what that means is I took $10 from my shows, every show from when I started this contest until the day before Black Friday, and then did a cash drawing. Now, if you don't do 10 shows a month, then you're not going to do 20 shows. If you only do 4 shows a month, then you're going to do the 8 shows or whatever, and then just draw $10, and your drawing is going to be, I can't do that math right now because I'm trying to talk slow, but it takes all of my mental power to talk slow,
3.
okay? Okay, I'm just saying, I'm trying to talk slow, okay? Now, if you don't want to give cash away, what about free jewelry? How awesome would it be to give away $400 in free jewelry? Okay, everyone would be like knocking themselves over. Yeah, I want to have a show. Okay, so here's a flyer, and you guys can pass that around. I lost my turkey trot one. This is the original that I got from someone else. Okay. Now, you can also do like a contest for like a Coach purse or a gift card to somewhere fun. Whoever has the highest retail, whatever it is, to just amp up your bookings. Okay. All right, now number 3, the next big holiday that's coming up. What is the next big holiday besides Labor Day?
My birthday.
That's my birthday.
It's my birthday.
Yes, today's Danielle's birthday, so.
Hey, all y'all are going on a trip for my birthday, so.
Okay, but tomorrow's Christy Sutton's birthday.
Oh my gosh.
You thought I forgot that, didn't you?
Oh, you didn't forget.
Okay, no, I'm gonna forget. Okay, so Halloween is the next big crazy holiday besides Labor Day that's coming up. So what are some things? Okay, you're about to run into a huge opportunity of people knocking on your door. coming to see you. Okay? Or you can go find an event that they do trick-or-treating and say, hey, do you mind if I hand out candy there? They'll be like, yeah, I'd love for you to help us hand out candy. Okay, so what you're going to do is you can make these cute little bags. Penny Lacey did this last year, and it had a piece of candy for moms, because by the end of trick-or-treating, you're like sick and tired of that. It was good candy, like a little Snickers bar or something. Okay, and inside there's going to be a mini catalog and a coupon. A coupon. A coupon. Okay, the coupon does not have to be something crazy. It doesn't have to be $50 for free jewelry. It could be a $10 gift certificate or whatever, 10% off, whatever. It's always better to do a gift certificate versus percentage off. Just saying. Okay, so and that's just for you, and you can just hand it to mom and be like, this is for you because I know you're going to be tired at the end of the night. Okay. All right. Now, number 3. Or no, we already did number 3. We're going to go to number 4. Okay? Now, number 3. No. Okay, so we have number 1 is overbook. Number 2 is run a fun contest. Number 3 is plan something for Halloween. And number 4 is take advantage of Premier's Hostess Plan. Okay, this month we have what's called the 30, 40, 50 promotion. Okay, it's a huge promotion, getting crazy amounts of jewelry. I mean, I'm just going to side note back to Megan over here because she had an obscene amount of a huge show. How much free jewelry did you get?
750.
Wow. Okay. Just saying, a lot of jewelry. You're going to have a lot of hostesses that are that pretty rosy red right now because they're excited. They get lots of free jewelry, and it's really exciting, and I so appreciate when Premier runs these promotions. But does that mean when they don't have promotions that we feel like we don't have anything to offer? No, we've got tons. We have like the beast when it comes to hostess plans, okay? No one can compete with us, okay? Seriously, it's like going into beast mode. That's my new thing I'm talking about today, is going into beast mode, okay? But it's not really feminist, but anyways. We offer a lot, okay? Just like our regular hostess plan. Hostesses get 30% back in free jewelry and 2 $50 gift cards, okay? For holding their date and collecting $100 in advance sales and 3 bookings. So easy and great way to get free jewelry. Now, that being said, okay? Okay, so don't depend on Premier to run a promotion to book shows, okay? Now, you could pick your own specials and run a promotion that way. If you don't have money to give away or you're trying to get back your investment, be creative. When you purchase $50, you get this complimentary fancy hand sanitizer from the Dollar Tree. They don't even know that. Okay? Or you could go to the incentive store and spend a little bit of money and get this fancy tennis bracelet when you spend $40. Whatever, think Clinique. They're like the perfect purchase with purchase people. Okay? The most average promotion I think that a lot of jewelry ladies run is with a purchase of $75, you get to choose any additional item at half price. Now, me personally, it may not be the wisest thing. I let my customers choose whatever they want for that half price item, whether it be a $100 watch or a $10, well, it's not a $10 clip it anymore, it's a $12 clip it. Okay? Some people say you have to pick something at equal or lesser value. You make your rules, you're in charge. That's what we love about owning our own business. Now, you can be as creative as you want to be. All right, number 5, okay? We're going into the giving season, okay? So we're thinking of others, which in Premier we're always thinking of others because that's what Premier is all about. But number 5 is do a fundraiser for the holidays, okay? So you could donate toys to Toys for Tots. You can do a show, or you could say for every show that I host from now until Christmas, I'm going to donate a toy to the Toy for Tots drive or some other, like an angel off the Christmas tree, whatever. Think of a way to give back. Okay? Now, you could do a canned food drive. You can do collect funds at a fundraiser show to do for Thanksgiving from a homeless family or whatever. So another great, think of ways to give back. What are a couple other things that I didn't talk about? Does anybody have any quick ideas? Popcorn? Pop ideas?
Are you talking about not with your jewelry business, just something that you're
No, I'm talking about with my jewelry business.
doing a canned food drive?
Yes, you could say, hey, we're going to have a canned food drive party. Everybody bring a can of food with you. Heck yeah, man.
What about like back to school fundraisers?
Back to school fundraisers. I don't know if you've been on Facebook lately, but everybody's doing some kind of back to school thing. Hey, how about book a show with me if you're a teacher and I'll donate a portion to buy school supplies for your classroom. Whatever. But I'm telling you, when you give back, God blesses you tenfold. because you're thinking about someone else, it's not yourself.
That's October's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Stop it! What was that?
Breast Cancer Awareness Month is October, so it's a really good fundraiser right there. Opportunity. Yeah, especially the Courage Bracelet. A lot of
Children's
ladies love that.
Cancer Month is September.
Children's Cancer Month. I just saw a commercial where they're doing the shaving their heads. But these are all great ways to give back. I have a friend that is a recovering breast cancer. She's a survivor. Not an addict. She's not an addict. She's not a tour lady. She's not an addict. She's a survivor, okay? And so sometimes people do. She's a beast mode. Okay, but seriously, like she's beat it like 2 or 3 times now. It's pretty impressive. But what I do is I do a full fundraiser show for her during that month. There's other jewelry ladies that do a percentage from every show that they have in the month of October. Whatever it is, give back. Let's be those people that give back this fall. Okay? Now, number 6, okay? Start thinking about turkey trots, okay? Now, how many of you are new jewelers and don't know what I'm talking about? Okay, awesome. Okay, I did print out a flyer and I can't find it. So I'm going to really quick explain what a turkey trot is, okay?
William's gonna demonstrate.
Yes, Sutton, please encourage his behavior. All right. Okay, so a turkey trot is basically a catalog show, but you have a ton of catalog shows going all at once. Okay, so you can say, I'm looking for 10 people to participate in my turkey trot. The reason they do turkey trots is because most of the time in Thanksgiving, it's really hard to get bookings the week of Thanksgiving because people are traveling around, but all of those people are encountering relatives and people everywhere. So what they do is, I'm going to Thanksgiving, I'm going to take my catalog with me and show my relatives. Okay? Or if I'm flying to another state and showing them there. You can do a catalog show, okay? And so then what you do is, you have like 10 catalogs going all in together, and then you can do a raffle based on whoever has the most orders, or you can do whatever some other, there's several, highest retail, but what you do is you're going to do a drawing for free jewelry, okay? Does that make sense? So basically you're just helping yourself get retail by doing catalog shows. And people are not doing anything extra, they're just taking the catalog with them wherever they're going. So you could do that for back to school season, be like, hey, you're heading to open house, take the catalog with you. Talk to all your your other classmate moms. You could do it for, your group of people that you're trick-or-treating with. Labor Day functions, people do a lot of hanging out while you're laying by the pool, pass the catalog around. Okay?
You're gonna write something up.
Boom.
Okay, so for example, if you've never, raise your hand if you've never heard of or done a turkey trot before.
There's several that
Okay,
have.
so what would, for example, if you want those hostesses to collect at least $100 in orders, right? Okay, they have to collect $100 because that's a catalog show. Okay, they're going to start getting benefits from that, right? So if it's a catalog show and they collect $100 in orders, then how much are they going to get back in free jewelry if it's a catalog party?
$20.
I'm like, oof. Okay, they get 20% from a catalog party. Are they allowed to have a catalog party if they live within like 2 hours driving distance from you?
No.
Okay, but this is different, all right? So they're allowed to have a catalog show. Okay, so they get 20% back in free jewelry. So they're gonna get $20 if they have that minimum, if they're a participant and they bring back $100 in sales. Okay, so what I like to do is pick like a $20 item. So just for participating and bringing back and collecting $100 in sales, you're gonna get the Keep It Personal necklace, Jess and I. Okay, so you get the Keep It Personal necklace. And then if you want to throw it, for every extra, so they're getting this back, they're earning that in free jewelry. This isn't coming out of your pocket, this automatically goes to them. And you can enter these as individual catalog shows. Is everybody following? Raise your hand if you're confused. Stop it. Cheryl, why are you really confused?
Like that's what, so they keep it personal, the $20 they get in free jewelry is to keep it personal. That's not like in addition to.
Right, because it's $21. So I wouldn't tell, I'm not gonna explain to a hostess or a player in the turkey trot game. So you're gonna get 20% of your show's retail back in free jewelry. That's just totally confusing, all right? Just say, take this, collect $100 in orders when you're hanging out at Thanksgiving dinner with your family just for participating and bringing me back $100 in sales. I'm going to give you the Keep It Personal necklace as a gift for me.
Boom.
Okay?
If they bring back a lot more than that.
If they bring back a lot more than that, awesome. You can do a drawing for that free jewelry. So then you go back to what Stephanie said. Whoever collects the most sales is going to win at least, you're going to have to calculate depending on how many people you have. Like if you have 10 playing, you know, or 5, just depending on numbers, you know, $50 in free jewelry or whatever. Does that make sense?
Side note, on the Premier Rockstars webpage, there is samples. Okay, so do what you did.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add? That was a good demonstration.
No, call people though.
Yes.
Don't just post it on your Facebook page.
No one will participate if you just post it on Facebook.
And I would remind them, like, just before their Thanksgiving vacation, to remember to take their turkey trot.
So remember that when we're talking about like ways to communicate with your people, because this would be a good time for you know, pig collage and a red stamp. Okay, so the reason I'm having you think about this now is because what happens to me is around November 15th, I'm like, oh, I should do a turkey trot. Way too late to do a turkey trot then. So it's August. Y'all have plenty of time to start planning, deciding how many you're going to do, figure out what kind of game you're going to do, if you're going to do this, you know, decide who you're going to participate, how you're going to invite them. Okay? So, now, number 7 is start thinking about the holidays. Okay, I actually just saw someone how many days there are until Christmas. And my timer's about to go off. Fantastic.
Hobby Lobby has Christmas out already.
Okay, there's only, this is not true. I did not read this before. It said 19 days till Christmas. I was like, praise the Lord, that is not true. I'm ruining our good on timeliness.
Yes, lazy bastard.
I'm sorry.
Son, bite it in.
I am half Smith baby, I am half Jasper baby. If they had a baby, that it would be me. Okay, because I am not, I'm just, okay. Alright, so start thinking about the holidays, okay? Think about your specials for themed towards the holidays. So like a gift with purchase, like I said before. Okay, but this is the huge thing. You can leave them in your room. I can talk to babies. Okay, so you're going to create a few sample great gift ideas. So go ahead and think about what are some great gifts that you can do. The kit.
Oh my God.
Keep it personal. Okay? What's a really great gift this season? Anything personalized. It's so hot right now. So at your show, you're going to be like, oh, if you're shopping for the holidays, the best gift right now to give somebody, $20, is the Keep It Personal necklace. You get the necklace, a charm, and a letter. Talk about it at your show. It's not too soon.
Yeah,
It costs more than 20, but.
We can just add that in.
Well, I'm just going off the site, okay? I didn't do the math in that.
It's 21.
I just did.
Happy customers are worth it.
39.
Well, I'm just hot and heavy today.
Let's get a necklace for me.
It's 39 for all those. Okay, so, okay. Come up here.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, so this was my Tiffany. Okay? And I was like, hey. Yeah, we'll cut your head off. Okay, alright, so if you're shopping for the holidays, you're looking for the perfect gift, the Keep It Personal necklace. Here, just going to lift it out of your contact a little bit. Okay. Tiffany, stand up. Okay, hold on. Alright, the Keep It Personal necklace is a fantastic gift. Or just, you can run a special. You can say, when you purchase $40 worth of jewelry, you get this for $20. And you're going to be able to purchase the fancy charm and the little other charm with it, and a personalized letter for you to give as a special gift. How special would you feel? This makes me think of how the little promotions when people, when you watch them premiere stuff, what specials would you get? How personal it is to give a letter. You would just feel so touched. A letter. Okay.
your letter.
You get what I'm saying. Think of some hot, gifts. Think of another gift other than Keep It Personal that's in the catalog that would be a great gift.
The bracelet.
Yeah.
Which bracelet?
Oh,
The word play bracelet.
That's right.
The word plays.
Stephanie gets one.
Yes. Oh, Merry Christmas! I love you. I have lots of faith in you. I hope you get it together, no. Okay. I looked at my report the other day of like my top selling items. Keep It Personal. The little purple one. What's that one
Yes.
called?
Oh yeah.
Playful and wordplay. Okay? Another one is the Eden.
Matthew.
Matthew 7:20 is moving down the list though. I'm telling you, all this personal stuff is just hot. Okay. All right. P.S. number 8. Did you know that Premier is hiring for the holidays? What? Stop it! Everybody's running to Target to get a job there, and they only can say Happy Holidays. Right. At Premier, you can say Merry Christmas.
And God bless you.
And you make 50% instead of $8 an hour. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with making a little Premier's hiring ad and putting it up at your shows. It doesn't mean you don't do a sponsoring activity, but it does mean that you can draw attention. P.S. If you're thinking about getting a part-time job for the holidays, why not own your own business and not be at the mercy of the man? The man who says you can't say Merry Christmas. Okay.
That man.
Okay, number 9. All right. So how about we have new jewelry coming out in October? Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
What up? Okay. So that's a wowza. Okay. How about having a reveal mystery hostess show to check out all the revealing new jewelry that we have? Basically, you're going to show them new jewelry. Does that mean you need to go out and buy all of the Christmas jewelry? No, you're showing them a catalog.
Right.
You're going to have it on a table, on a little picture display, have a little cover on it, and say, poof, check out the Christmas jewelry. Okay? Here's some hot cocoa. Whatever the case might be, that's a great way to, fill your calendar. All right, and then number 10, are you ready? Yes. Okay, drum roll. Okay, I'm going to touch base with all your hostesses and customers that hosted or attended a show during the holiday season last year. Now, raise your hand if you weren't in business last year. That's okay. Guess what? Okay? First people at the top of your list are your holiday people. Those people that celebrate Christmas year round or whatever. And then you're going to contact all of those people that couldn't have a show for you already. You're like, hey, how about if you do your Christmas shopping for free? Okay? I know that a lot of my hostesses during this time of the year do all of their Christmas shopping for free. I actually have to say, hey, which one of these pieces is for you? Because I think you should at least have one piece for yourself. But that's what they do. So why not? I mean, people don't have a lot of money right now. What better way than to shop for free? All right, so I'm going to lead into... All right, so I'm going to lead into a jeweler testimony.
What was number 10?
Oh, that was number 10.
What was number 9?
Yeah, it was.
It was special gift.
Ready?
We're all saying
No, it was.
Stop it! Oh, thank you, Kelly Frazier. In your face, beast mode. You are paying attention. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. All right, number 1, overbook. Number 2, run a fun contest. Number 3, plan something for Halloween or trick-or-treaters. Okay, number 4, take advantage of Premier's hostess plan. Number 5, do a fundraiser for the holidays. Number 6, turkey trucks. Number 7, start thinking about the holidays. Number 8, Premier is hiring for the holidays. Number 9, a reveal mystery hostess show for Christmas jewelry. And then number 10, touch base with all past hostesses that hosted shows last holiday season. So basically, get in contact with your hostesses and customers. Now, does everyone have 10 now?
Yes.
Okay, because it took me a long
I
time
have
to
12.
think of it. Because Lacey was like, I got an email that said, hey Stephanie, you're training on the touchdown 10.
This morning.
I'm like, what are the touchdown 10? So I'm sitting there with William like, okay, I'm going to plan 10 things for the fall. I did pretty good, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was thinking 6. And William was like, good stuff. All right, so I'm going to introduce our next speaker, which did you email her and double check and make sure she was ready?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Always comes through.
Okay, so our next speaker is Kim Nixie, and I just love her teaching. She and I've been in Premier about the same amount of time, so we go way back. She is the sweetest person you will probably ever meet. She's just a true example of what Premier is about. She will help you whether you're in or downline, sideline, whatever, complete stranger. She's there to love and care for you. And so I would love to hear her testimony. So that's what we're going to do. So it's all
Hello, I'm Kim Nixie. I've been in Premier. I'm just going to do like a little background, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Rally. Lacey wanted me to talk about some of the stuff I took away from Rally. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about me and my experience in Premier and kind of tie it all in together. Okay. So I've been in Premier just over 2 years now. I'm going to have to look at this or I'm going to be all over the place. I can't like stand up here and just go with it. So I've been in for just over 2 years. And whenever I started, how many of you guys had like this vision when you first started? Like, this is why I'm signing up in Premier. I mean, most people have, you know, a reason they're doing it. Okay. But that was me. I didn't sign up because I hated my job and I wanted to quit. I love my job. I didn't sign up because I needed to pay my bills. I could go to work every day and pay my bills. I didn't sign up because I had a great need. I signed up because it was hope. And, you know, I heard Danielle, my mama, talking, and she talked about how, you know, you could stay home more with your kids. And that was what really got to me. I'm like, you know, there's no end to this full-time job. I'm going to be going to work at Shands every single day until I retire. Where's the hope to spend more time with my family? So that was really why I signed up in Premier, and that was my vision. So at that point in time, we just had one little girl, and my goal was huge for me. I already worked Monday through Friday, and I'm like, I'm going to be able to go part-time in my job by the time we have another kid. So 3 months later, I got pregnant, and I did not meet my goal, needless to say. So I was kind of like, okay, you know, I'm just, at this point, I still love Premier, and but I didn't meet my goal, and I knew it. And so I was just kind of like floundering a little bit. I didn't really know where to go or what goals to make, so I just kind of was like, okay, well, I'm just going to do my jewelry shows. And I'm just going to, my new goal is to share the hope of Premier, because I really know Premier works. I just haven't been able to meet my goal, and so I never really was able to, you know, to reach that initial goal that I set for myself. So I guess what I'm saying with that is I lost my vision that I initially had for myself. And so going into Rally, I decided last year I was going to go to Rally. I had just had a baby last time, wasn't able to go. The first year I just started, what is this crazy Rally, wasn't going to go. So this year I decided I'm going no matter what. It just seemed like absolutely everything was going wrong. And they're all very small things, and most of the time, you know, it's just discouragement, you let it go. It was stuff with hotel room reservations. When we got there, we realized we were not actually booked for all 3 nights. That was no problem. Fine, but it worked out. Yeah, it did work out. Ended up losing a couple diamonds out of my wedding ring. That's totally fine now. Lifetime care plan is an awesome thing. Ended up being so late one morning that I forgot my lanyard. They would not let me in. Just like little things. None of it was a big deal, but it was just like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And then Elizabeth Draper started talking. And I wish she would have been the very first speaker, because she would have knocked me upside the head from the very beginning. But she put on these glasses, and she's this little lady. She's so funny, and she starts talking about vision, and she starts talking about the enemy. And she said, I don't even know where that is in here. Where is it? I'll put it way down here somewhere. Okay. The enemy will seek out your weaknesses and exploit them. And he will seek to distract you so that you cannot focus on your task. And it distorts your vision. And I started thinking every single thing, every single distraction that I've had along my, you know, my Premier journey to get to Rally has been the enemy. It's been, you know, the devil trying to distract you from where you need to be. And I know I need to be in Premier. But it's so very easy, y'all, to let ourselves get distracted by these little things, by looking around and seeing what you perceive of other people, seeing their successes and your failures. And in Proverbs 4:27, it tells us, turn not to the right hand or the left. It also, another translation says, don't get sidetracked. Keep your feet from following evil. Because that is the enemy sidetracking us and telling us, that person did twice as many shows as you. That person had twice as much retail as you. That person is a 2-diamond designer. You're not even a builder yet. That is a lie, okay? Do not let the enemy distract you from your vision. You have just as much worth as anyone else, okay? Another thing that really, really struck me at Rally was our upline. It is amazing, and when we got to look up on that stage on senior leader night, and we saw Cheryl Herman and Lacey Bassford and Danielle Smith, all our upline up there. They're awesome, and they're up there because they worked their tails off to help us, to help every single person in this room and in their downlines, and God rewarded them for that. And it's just amazing to see this company and the way it truly works, and that the people higher up really work for us. And you know, your worth in this company is not measured by the number of diamonds behind your name. Your worth in this company is measured by your worth in yourself and in God. And do not get discouraged whenever you look up there and see them. And it's amazing because you look around the arena, and there were about as many people up on stage maybe as there are in this room. And there are thousands of jewelry ladies sitting around that arena just wishing that they were up there. And you think, wow, those are our leaders. You know, they're there to help us. They have so much experience and so much love for us. It's just truly amazing. I thought that was really awesome. Another thing, Bob Bolander. And this one was actually like towards the end, and he is hilarious. If any of you guys have heard him speak, he came to do Jewel School like about a year and a half ago down here. But he talked about something, serving. And this is really, really big, and this can be really discouraging, I think, at times whenever we try so hard to serve people and to serve our customers, and we don't get the response that we want. And so what do we do then? Okay, do we give up? And this is what he said. He used this analogy of serving. I don't remember if it was volleyball or tennis that he used. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was
Badminton.
Okay. It was a
I think it was
sport where you
volleyball.
serve.
It was volleyball.
But what he said was, it is our job to serve. And you serve that ball to the other team. And if they make the play, you know, if they serve it back to you, then you can continue in a game. But it is not your job for them to return that serve. It is not up to you what they do with that serve. You serve to them, and if they return it, awesome. You know, you have something going, you have a jewelry show, or you have a new prospect, and you just keep going back and forth with them. But if they do not return that serve, it doesn't mean you haven't done your job. You just keep serving and keep serving. The game is not over. The game is not over. You just keep serving. I thought that was really awesome because sometimes you get really discouraged whenever, you know, that hostess cancels, or that hostess never calls you back and you don't know if you're going to have a show or not, or that prospect that you thought was just going to sign up, you know, won't call you back, or, you know, hey, just keep serving, because there are people out there who want you to serve to them. They want to be in the game. And let's see what else I have. All kinds of stuff, and I'm not drawing on my notes. So in the very beginning, Holly Girth, I kind of skipped over her. She was amazing. She talked about finding the joy. And she talked about finding the joy in your difficulties. She talked about mining your diamonds in the dark. She said whenever, I actually have it in my notes, but I didn't write it down. You can sit in the dark, basically, and think about your difficulties, or you can just start mining the gems, mining the diamonds, and going through your difficult circumstances, finding joy in everything, which is super amazing. And I think we all need to hear that sometimes, because this business can be challenging. We need to support each other, and you know, have somebody that you can call on the phone whenever you're feeling discouraged, and you know, help each other find the joy in all these circumstances, because there's something great just ahead. So, how much did I cut? I'm like, keep going. Okay. So, I think I'm the rally part. So yeah, I got home from rally, and it's funny, you know, the whole by chance or by design, everything in our life, it really is. And I had been putting a lot of thought. I've been working full time Monday through Friday since before I started Premier, and I'd been really considering it, you know, feeling like I was probably being led to do a little bit less so that I could put more effort into Premier. And I came home from rally, and that very next Monday, I had taken off so that I could get everything settled, and got a text that my boss was leaving. And there were going to be a lot of changes going on, a lot of political stuff that was just not good. So I'm thinking, this is not a coincidence, you know, there's got to be a reason for this. So I am maybe going to be able to do somewhere else, maybe a different schedule in the same place that I am. But it's just funny how whenever you ask God, guide me to where I need to be, He does. He does. I always make it a point to pray on my way to each show, or whenever I'm going to talk to somebody. And I'm usually leaving work, and I just pray, God, give me the words to say. Whenever I'm up there, I pretty much always say the same thing, but give me the words to say to that one particular lady who needs encouragement, or, to speak to somebody's heart, whatever it is they need to hear. And, help me, bless my business to grow whenever I put the effort, those kind of prayers. And it's funny, there was one time very recently, I was just stressed, leaving work, totally forgot to pray on the way to my show. And you know what? It showed. It did. The interaction with the guest was not the same. 0 bookings. I did the exact same thing. But you know what? Whenever you open your heart up and allow God to bless your business and allow God to bless you personally, He will. So I think that's it. Good job.
All right, so now we're going to talk about customer connections. And this is where I was leading into, as well as reaching back and just loving on your people. And so we're going to talk about 3 different types of customer connections. There is connections at your shows, there is connections after shows, and there is online. Okay, so we're going to start with online because I feel like that is, where you're going to do a lot of your stuff, because that's so hot right now. Okay, so we're going to, Jessica Brown is going to put this up.
So I'm glad we're starting with online, because that's the majority of what I prepared for was for online connections and how to do better with your connecting with your hostesses and your future hostesses. So a lot of it is connecting in general is so important with people, and how do you do that? Part of it is maintaining eye contact with people, giving some words of encouragement to them and responding appropriately to them. So if they're talking to you, nod and say, oh yeah, give this a little bit, show that interest back into what they're doing and what they're talking about. So that's really some great little tips right there to, really bring in your guest into you and let them know that you care about them and you care about what they're saying. Because if you show you don't care, guess what? They're not going to care either, right? So who's been invited to an online Facebook party? Yeah? Okay, not even a premiere party. Just any party. Say it's Jamberries right now. That's a big thing. Right? Okay. No, just anything. So who went to that, saw that you got the invite, it popped right up on your Facebook, and all of a sudden you're like, all right, accept, or maybe, or if you're mean, you declined it. Anybody do that? And then what happens next?
You don't forget about it.
You forget about it. All right, glad it's not just me. All right, so you forget about it. So my point is, how do we draw people in to, truly just try to make that connection with people and bring them into our world? So I came up with an acronym, y'all. This is good for our hostess here. Lacey told her to come up with 10 things. She told me to come up with an acronym. So
She at least give you the words.
I love direction. Let's do it. All right, so my acronym tonight is COPY, C-O-P-Y. There's your acronym, okay? C-O-P-Y. So we're going to start even before we get to the C part. So where does it start at? This starts at your jewelry show with your current hostess, okay? So while you're at the jewelry show, you're using all those engaging techniques that we were talking about, eye contact, nodding, turn appropriately, things like that, to get their attention, and you're connecting with them. So some people talk about connecting was not standing by the jewelry table, right? Okay. How about moving around, coming up to people and looking to see what they're doing up and down the aisles? Raise your hand if you're a teacher. I know we got some teachers in this room. Y'all know what I'm doing right now. So I mean, part of this right here is just maintaining that connection with people. All right. So this is perfect though. You don't want to stand in one place. You want to be up in their face and finding out, about them. Asking those questions like, oh, are you married? Do you have children? Things that are personal but not stalkerish. Yeah. I'll try not to stalk yet. Yeah, can I have that? Your credit card information? We should go get that piece of number at the end. Alright. So you're just doing that right there. That starts at your party. So as soon as your party's over, you had a great, successful party. You had 3 bookings from that party because, hey, that's what we're shooting for, right? 3 bookings each party or more. Or 1, it doesn't matter whatever your goal is. 3 months. Alright, so 3 parties. So you get your 3 parties. So what's the first thing you should do as soon as you get those parties, after you've done your hostess coaching and all that jazz, right? You want to friend them on Facebook, right? Who's friending on Facebook? You don't have to raise your hand, snap yourself there. Am I friending my hostess on Facebook? Why is this important? Helps you stalk, right? You know them. So you're friending them, and it's not weird because you're doing it the night you meet them, and not like a week later. And they're like, and you're out there. Wait, it's not tonight. It's not now. So they'll accept you the same night. So once you get through and you're into their world, right? So then what do? You go to their About Me. You go look at their pictures. You like the recent ones so they don't know you're stalking them, right? That's what I'm saying. You don't want to be the creepy jewelry lady, but you can go to their one that is posted. It's about making that connection again. So maybe it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you had a 5-year-old. I do too. We should have a play date. Whatever. It's just however you can connect to that person. So you like Kings of Leon. That's awesome.
I do too.
Sorry. What else do you like? It's just whatever it takes to get into that person's network and really just get to know them. So we've got into that connection, we friended them, and then from friending them on Facebook, you are setting up the platform. You are going to create the event, right? So we're creating the event. Everyone knows what I'm talking about, creating your hostess's Facebook event. So once you create that event, why are you creating the event? Why are you personally doing it? Like 2 reasons.
Number 1, they're not going to do it.
Hey, amen. Can I get an amen? We don't have time for that. So they're not going to do it. So what are you doing? You're taking the pressure off your hostess. So to me, that's really important. I want my hostess to have a really great time. I always try to ask that hostess, Stephanie, don't tell them I'm wrong now, but to try to ask them and tell them that, what is it that I can do to help make your show more easy for you? That's a really great question to ask before a show. Is there something I can help to make it more easy for you? So you are taking the pressure off them. Second thing, if you're like me and you're type A personality, it puts you in control of the event. And I like to be in control. All right, some other type A's that giggled in here, I get you. So you're in control of it. You can set the time, you can set the location, you can show what's on there. So when you're posting, and we'll talk about what to post in a little bit here. So after you get the C out of the way, which was creating the event, you want to move into O. You're going to open up Premiere to that person. So you're going to show this person and all the people she's going to invite off her guest list, because that's going to be her only job, is to go to that invite button and add those people on it. You're going to open up our world to them. What do I mean by that? What's the best thing? I love this is what Lacey does to her new hostesses. She has this picture of her and her family. Who else does this? Postcard. Okay, a little postcard. See, there's some of y'all in here. They have this postcard picture of their families, and they send it to their hostess just as soon as they get through booking, saying, thank you so much for booking a party with me. I'm showing you my kids, and this is real, and what I do is real. It supports me, it supports these kids, and I gotta feed them. Okay? So that's the purpose of that.
So you don't cancel.
That's right. Exactly. You're trying to take back and not have this cancellation. So what can you do with that right there? If you're not mailing that, if that's not your thing, why don't you upload a picture of you and your family to their Facebook invite and show, hey, this is my family. Put on there, guys, thank you for supporting me and my family and what we like to do. It can be something as simple as that right there. Making that connection with people. You are real. That's what we're trying to get apart and across to people in general, is that what I am and what I do is a real thing. It's not just a little hobby, or it's that jewelry business, or that jewelry thing you do. You know, it's a real business, and it's real what we do. So that's one great way. What's another great way? Anybody, what do y'all do? What do y'all post on y'all's? What's a big thing?
Picture of jewelry.
Pictures, thank you, pictures, perfect. So we're gonna post some pictures, huh? Promotion, we're getting there. So pictures are a good one. Pictures of the jewelry. So
Is that Pete?
Huh, Pete?
Is that
No,
Pete?
we're not on Pete yet. We're still on opening the world premiere.
Okay.
So we're gonna post some pictures on there, and these pictures could be of the new line. It could be of how to wear a necklace 45,000 different ways, because that's what we're known for. It could be anything that you want to get across to them about our product. So make sure you're posting those pictures. Premiere has a great area. So if you go and log on to your account, and you go into the first tab that says My Account, y'all with me? Hang on, I gotta make My Account. Then go to My Media Library. That right there is where you can download all those professional pictures that Premiere takes for you for your use. But how great is that, y'all? You don't even have to break out the old Canon and take a picture. They've got some pictures for you. So it's on your jeweler site. When you log in, again, it's on the jeweler site. Go into My Account, My Media Library. There's all your pictures. So those are great ways to do it right there. So what do you do with those pictures?
Isn't that only if you have a web page? I think so.
Yeah. Is it like, oh, that's sad.
But there's a lot.
That's sad. So, okay, so there we go. I was going to say, that's sad.
I have it, so I don't know.
Well, that's
a web page, so I have.
So if you don't, okay, so here's the thing. If you don't have it, someone mentioned you go to Pinterest. That's a great way to find it. Jeweler website. If you're part of these other groups on the jeweler's website, those are also other great areas to find those pictures, okay? So,
Schmidt is a jeweler who shares all of her pictures, and she's a fantastic photographer. Erica Lee, L-E-I-G-H, Schmidt.
yeah, she's good.
She does fashion board too, and she shares it with everybody.
Well, as you said, fashion board. Does anybody know what a fashion board is? Everyone in here know what a fashion board looks like? Okay, so I'm going to tell you what a fashion board is for those of you who have no clue what I'm talking about. So a fashion board is a palette of colors and different little things on this board that have pictures of our jewelry. It has pictures like, say, plants or trees or airplanes, whatever they want to put in it to tie in together. And clothing is big. So clothing and your jewelry, and they tie it in with a background. And they put a fashion board. So that's great.
America's in my phone.
So Tracy Larkins, get with Tracy Larkins at the end of the night. She'll show you all the fashion boards you want. Guys, all you do is save those to your computer, save them to your phone, upload those bad boys to your page. Great way to connect with people and show them how they can use our jewelry and every day. Okay? So that's one of the great ways. Something else that Premiere also offers, and I guess I'm not sure if it's for just people with the page or not, but if not, you can get with someone and find it. But they have the style guide. Anybody actually look through the style guide? Okay, so they've got the style guide there. You can upload the front page of that right there, or the style, what's it called? Trend guide, that's what I'm looking for. Excuse me, ignore style guide. It's called the trend guide. So what this trend guide is, it actually tells you what's on trend for this season. So it's got all the different little groups, like, you know, the rustic look, and I don't remember all of them. Has anybody actually read that yet? The trend guide?
Yes, I have it.
Okay, do you have it? Okay, so you've got the trend guide. So the trend guide is actually like 5 different PDF pages, or excuse me, 12 different PDF pages, and on each page it's got a different trend that it shows, and it shows the jewelry for the year along with that. So that's a great way to show people what are the trends coming in right now and how to use those. So, anybody taken the style quiz yet? Y'all seen that? That's one of the new tools Premiere's offering right now, the style quiz. It's like 4 questions, I think, and then you get 4 different categories. So what do? You post that right there, you get this attention from your guests there, they're taking the style quiz, and they're like, oh, I'm a such and such. So I mean, it's just a really great way. How do you get people to do this though? Because again, we're talking about interaction, right? Make it exciting. So you can make it exciting. How do you make it exciting?
Give away prizes for a challenge.
Challenge, or you can do Diva Dollars. Anybody use Diva Dollars at their show? Okay, I'm a Diva Dollar person, or tickets, or whatever what is your vote here. So what do? Is you say, for anybody that does the style quiz, for each person, you're going to get 3 extra Diva Dollars. Post which category you are in V. That helps you automatically know when that guest comes to your party, what is their jewelry taste. And guys, what are we trying to serve? Jewelry, so it all makes sense, right? So those right there are just some really easy ways right there to tie it in together. All right, moving on to P. So for your P is to post or publicize your 3 S's. Your 3 S's are specials, sales, and sponsoring. So the first one, specials, is Premier offering a special right now. And so for Premier special right now, you guys, everyone knows this is the 30, 40, 50% one. Automatically, we should be posting that special to our Facebook event. We need to let our guests know what is out there right now. So say Premier is not offering a special right now. Can we do our own sale? Yep. Absolutely. We talked about that earlier on different sales. Purchase $60 or $75 and you get any next item half off, or whatever it is your little PWP is. So you just get to be in charge of that. And then sponsoring. We had a huge sponsoring drive just in the last 2 months here. That was a great time to be putting those promotions on that Facebook page. So what happens whenever someone posts on the event? Do you know? Goes to everybody's feed, right? So what's happening? Constantly, we are getting more of our information out there because it's showing up in those feeds. And when it shows up in the feeds, guess what? Someone posted a new Jamberry nail design the other day. Then when there's event I was invited to, I was like, ooh, I should probably go get some of that. So one of the things that I'm thinking of here is that same thing with jewelry. When you're putting those pictures, when you're posting those style boards, those are great ways to show the product and keep people interested in what you're doing. So, all right. Oh, here's one. I forgot this part right here. So if you don't have a special, you don't have a sponsoring special, you don't have something like that, people post little pic collage. Y'all don't remember what pic collage is? Everybody's with that. Pic collage and red stamp are 2 really great things.
That's your time.
I'm sorry, whatever. I'm almost done. So pic collage and red stamp are 2 little great things that you can use to make these little specials up. And if you don't know how to use it, get with your upline. Someone in your upline sideline knows how to use that app. And it's a really great tool to help you market what you do with your customers. If you don't know how to do it too, you can always steal one. I can tell you, people post them on Facebook all the time, and they post them there for you to use them. So it's not, oh, I'm just showing you because I think I did great. It's no, it's out there for you to be able to use and share with your guests, okay? So post those on there. All right, why? You ready for why? All right, why stands for your excitement enhances their excitement. So, hands down, who's been to a boring show before? All right. Okay, there's 3 of us have been to a boring show before, okay.
Why?
Say it again.
Your excitement
Your excitement enhances their excitement. So I've been boring shows before. I've been to, not my show, but I've been to boring things before in life, and you know what? Hey, you make it through it, but not all people have a really great time. So what do? Again, you are building that excitement. So you're building it through drawings, you're doing it through a raffle, through a challenge, through new style boards. These are just great ways to build that excitement. Because I'm going to tell you, if you're not building that excitement and you're not posting this stuff, you're losing an opportunity to share. You lose those opportunities to share, what happens? Your business goes. Okay, so we're trying to avoid that right there. So here's why you chose the word copy. Because with Facebook events, this is not rocket science. All you gotta do, copy and paste. Copy and paste. Copy and paste for every event. You don't have to do it. You don't have to come up with this new thing. Keep what you've been using every time. Copy and paste. It's super easy. All right, so I'll quickly tie in the rest of our customer connections here. So after the show, you will always hear people talk about the 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months. This is another way to maintain contact with your customers. So 2 days is, hey, guess what? We're closing out Super Susie's party here. Tell you, you're excited. Super Susie's party here. You remember? Because, oh yeah, I forgot. That's okay. Anyway, Super Susie's party here. Hey, just want to let you know, I'm closing out our party, and your jewelry should be here about blah. Whether it's 7 days, 10 days, March 15th, whatever day you want to tell them. It should be in around that time. Get with Susie about that time to get your jewelry, because it should be here. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciated you being there. Did they have to buy something for you to call them to tell them thank you for coming? Everybody do this with me. There's a left, look to the right. No, you don't have to. You it's one of those things you can thank those guests for just being there and be an encouragement to the hostess for coming. So it's also a great way to what? Make another connection, right? We're all about connecting. All right, 2 weeks is, hey, guess what? Super Susie has your jewelry in. Did you get it too yet? Oh, you do? Do you love it? I know you love it because it's great. You had a great time at the party. Hey, I just want to let you know you have a blank amount of days to get with me if the size is wrong or if you're not happy with it, whatever the case is. But I already know you love it, so we don't have to go through all that. So that's your 2 weeks. 2 months is going to be the last part of your customer care follow-up calls is going to be, hey, just want to let you know we're getting close to that golden guarantee expiring at this point for the free return portion. Okay, so for you not having to pay anything to send it back for something wrong with it, is your jewelry still looking good? Now, when you're having these phone calls and you're doing these customer care calls, is your goal to book a party? No. Is your goal to sponsor somebody? No. Do these things come from making those contacts and keeping that communication and serving others? Yes. Okay. Any questions about how to connect with your guest? No? Okay. Well, that was awesome. I'm really excited about this because Facebook is definitely an area that I struggle with when it comes to my business. So, Sutton here, fashion frenzy lady, is going to hook us up with some fashion. You want me to undress this?
No, I'll undress her.
Turn her around.
Listen, I need to tell you that this may be inappropriate, but
And it's being recorded.
Kelly Frazier just said, Tiffany doesn't have any boobs. And I said, well, she has more than me. So, I know it's not the world you're living in, but
Okay, you know my sisters.
she's
So I'm in that world. Huh?
Can everybody see her?
Yeah.
Can everybody see her? It's okay, I'm going to put her on this. I'll put her on her chair.
Here, pull this chair. Here we go. Coming forward.
How are you going to reach her?
I'm going to bring her down and up
Oh, put her up here.
so that you can dress her.
I can do this. Okay, raise your hand. Wait, raise your hand first of all if you have a mannequin that you use. Raise a high. Put your hands down. Raise your hand if you just use your peoples.
Or yourself.
Okay, so let's look how it happens. Okay, so you do not have to have a stiffening. This is stiffening, right? Okay. Not Tiffany. Tiffany. Okay. So if you have a mannequin that you use, raise your hand if you put a black shirt on her.
This is my Stephanie.
Okay, I don't love black.
Why not? It looks amazing.
Okay, listen, I'm going to tell you why I don't love black. Because raise your hand if you have seen the new colors for the fall 2014 season. If you haven't, I'm going to tell you what they are.
Thanks a lot.
What?
I think it's super
Okay. So listen, if you don't know them, it's in the style guide. Okay, it's called a Pantone. You should all know that word because it makes you sound smart. Pantone for the fall 2014 season. Okay. And I'm lucky this season because gray is like one of my favorite colors. And notice I have gray stripes. My mom's always like, "Could you pick something else?" Oh, pink. That's up there too, but I do love gray. So I say this because a lot of women do love gray. And it's a great neutral color. I know, she's okay, don't put this, usually she's got a tank top on, but here you go. Okay. So, they're distracted. Tiffany looks awesome. It's cold in here, okay? She wears. I'm not kidding you. Put her back up here. Well, I thought you wanted to do it. Oh, no, I can do it. Okay, don't look at those. Okay? This is going to be so distracting. saved in my pictures. Okay. So one of the colors in the Pantone is aluminum. Okay, that's like not exciting to me at all. So it's more like gray. All right, that's kind of what it is. So I think you should really build up, like, just get a gray tank top from Walmart, okay? You can keep it on a hanger, keep a hanger like this if you don't have a stiffening, seriously. And it's really cute. So you can talk about how you can build basics. So this is kind of my big thing that I'm talking about this fall is building basics on something that you already have. Most women have a gray tank top, a gray t-shirt, a gray sweater, a gray something, right? Raise your hand if you have something gray that you wear. Okay. That's like a great basics. Instead of black, get away from black and go back to gray because that's on your Pantone, you'll look really smart. Okay, so other colors are vibrant orchid, royal blue, okay, those blues, grays, red's in there, kind of like a, they call it misted yellow, kind of like mustard yellow. Cute. It's like, hey, I like mustard yellow. Okay, it looks cute on Jess. It makes me look like I have the plague. Okay, I'm pasty. Okay, so some of these other colors. So I want to show you. I'm going to keep this on her.
This is how you should pull your jewelry out of your bag. Really aggressively.
Yes, I'm aggressive.
Build excitement.
Woo! Okay, so I want to show you too, like you don't have to just show, raise your hand if you don't have any of the new line. No new fall jewelry. Okay, so that's
awesome.
So I'm going to show you how you can kind of build on what you already have, maybe some pieces. This I love. Anybody else love this?
Oh my gosh, that is my I love it double too.
This is so pretty. So, and you see, like a lot of people don't want to put gray. You know, gray. They think like, oh, this like tortoiseshell gold go on black. Gray is still a great. Gray is a great thing. So I'm gonna pass this around in case you haven't seen some of this. It's really fun. Okay. Everybody loves Manhattan, right? Okay, so remember that vibrant orchid is purple. I don't know why they had to like go for it.
Why can't we just say
that sounds smart? You should say that.
Vibrant.
You don't say vibrant, but
With my mannequin.
Okay, fine. Why? What's wrong with your earring holder?
I broke it.
Oh my gosh.
Don't pull her. Her ears are always in my way when I was trying to throw earrings on. Finally, it just aggressively.
Okay, I'm taking her foot. Don't look at her. But okay, so if you just want a little pop of color, then these are really cute. These are the lilac earrings for like $23 or something, really cheap. But I love these because I don't love purple, but these are just nice.
It looks really good on mustard yellow.
It looks awesome with mustard yellow. Okay, so these are really cute. These are really cute just to have. I love them with Manhattan because it brings these two together.
Yeah,
brings
that's
that
a little bit of pop of color to
a
it.
little pop of color. Okay, we're not being crazy.
It's good if you know any LSU fans.
Botanical. Those earrings are botanical.
Yes, with botanical. Those earrings are really great. Okay, this is called
Sabine.
Okay. And I love these are called what? Orbit? No.
No,
That was last year. What are these called? Saturn. Orbit? It's like it was in space, okay? I don't know.
Oh, space.
But this guy.
I
don't know where they found me.
I would know how to keep doing it.
I love that. Who loves this necklace? I do. Don't steal the necklace.
Off of the cancer off of Jess.
Oh yeah, you could. You did? Did you like? Did you do the purple? You did. Did you do it? Yeah, don't do it.
I don't have it, but I would. I would put a slide on it. I put slides on it.
You would? It's so fast. I love this by itself. You can do that on here. Whatever. I've never added anything to it. Okay. I mean, you could. So, okay, moving on to different colors. So we did orchid. Okay, what's another color? Does anybody know?
Royal blue.
Where?
Gator blue.
Where are my earrings? Okay, I don't know what earrings are, but
Here, I'm letting her go.
oh!
Well, it's a little tree earrings.
Okay, see how cute this is with gray too? Again, and you can just throw on like a black cardigan, white cardigan, something. Raise your hand if you love cardigans. Pop.
What's happening right now?
Stephanie really wants one too. Okay, so this is really cute. You know how much this necklace is? like $36, 34,
Here.
32,
It's exactly
34,
36.
36. 36 bucks, okay, it's cayenne, this red.
Cayenne.
And red, again, red is in the Pantone, it's like Aurora red or something, so if you know that, you'll be really smart, but this color, again, on gray, so just let gray be your neutral, because you can still tie all these colors of the season in. And don't be afraid, okay, I need to confess that I hated this necklace when I saw it at Valley.
So beautiful.
I was like, ew, I didn't order it. I said, ew, I know.
It's really cute with Arabian Nights.
Cute with Arabian Nights. I fell in love with this.
I love it.
This is $32.
Yeah, I love it. Steal.
$32, y'all. This you should be selling like crazy.
What's it called again?
Cobalt. And cobalt blue is on the Pantone. So if you can only get like one necklace, get this. Okay.
And triple.
Triple. Yeah, I'm not gonna show you all of the tricks. What's the other blue on there? There's another blue. There's like cobalt blue or something. Oh. Hey, so you can still use other jewelry. What's this guy called? Chambray. I'm just testing y'all.
What color are you talking about?
What's the other blue?
It's bright cobalt.
Bright.
The other one's royal blue.
Yeah, so bright cobalt and royal okay. So again, you can use this guy, chambray. This is still really hot with like denim. Does anybody have a jean vest?
Everybody should.
Jean vests are like, I'm just saying, my two girls have them.
Do you have a jean vest?
I do.
My kids do too. I know. My kids do.
Jean vesters in 90s.
Okay, this is another thing I would encourage you to show. This is not eclectic. What's this called?
I can't even.
Oh, it looks like it's the gold version.
No, it's not eclectic.
It's Isabella.
Isabella. Thank you. You're on it. Okay, I would encourage you at your parties to really think about who your people are, so who your customers are at your parties. Guys, I will tell you, 60% of the people at your parties, it's probably higher, do not want Ritz-tastic, or whatever this is called. Instagram, okay? Okay, I love Instagram, but I like a lot of bling. The majority of ladies that are coming to your parties do not want to wear a 20-pound necklace around their neck, okay? And that's okay. So you be Insta-glamorous over here, and let them just be less Insta-glamorous, okay? So this is a great necklace, Isabella. A lot of people stick with, I ask at every single party, do you wear gold or silver? Are you trying to wear gold? Are you trying to be silver? Okay, I ask that at every single show, because a lot of women, so know your audience, the majority of women are like, oh, I only wear silver. Oh, I hate silver, I only wear gold. Okay, that's the majority of women that you're going to meet at your party, so know that. Because of that, you're going to want to kind of warm them up to the other side, okay? So, if they love silver and they kind of want to bring a little gold in because they're kind of like walking on the wild side, then Isabella's a great one. If they love gold and they want to tie a little silver in and maybe start wearing more silver, this is still a great necklace. And it's, how much is this? Like $32. $29, okay? Y'all, you have to say bucks if it's less than $50. That's really cheap. Okay? $29. Okay. So this is a great one to show with these guys. I don't know what they're called either, but they're like $23. Okay. Okay.
Simple twist, yeah.
Simple twist. Yeah. Okay, this is so I'm in love with. Roxy. What's this called? Roxy. Oh my God! You're holding her! I'm looking at my gosh! I can't do everything. I gotta bring her down. God. Okay. That necklace is called Roxy. And there you go. It's $51. Okay. So here you go. This guy's $51. Yes, that's all. Oh my gosh, that was night. She wore it so nice. It was like,
That was pretty.
it was like her dress actually.
P.S.
Totally
She's
classic.
turning away from her
Her
phone.
dress was very classic and simple
Yes.
too.
Looking at her necklace and not her necklace.
And so this is what medal is this?
Hashtag still bra necessary.
Okay, listen, I'm almost done. So this is hematite. So this is also, I would encourage you to really include another type of medal whenever you're doing your fashion segment. Okay, don't get stuck with one thing. My time's up. Okay, so hematite's great. It shows something in your collection that's hematite. Because you want to talk about it because you're not smart. Okay?
Hematite makes you happy, seriously. It's a metal that exuberates happy feelings.
Tiffany's happy!
I'm gonna keep that on right there. I should turn her around.
Put her in timeout.
Here you go. Oh, wait, okay. I'm done, but I also would encourage you.
It's like so bright in your face.
So pretty.
You so need Desert Diva.
So also,
In your catalog, if you haven't paid your
what's
investment.
Desert Diva?
It's the bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
Headband.
Also rose gold. So with that gray, like this is like silver gray. I love this. If you want to see it, it's really pretty. So I don't love rose gold. It looks like I have to play again. So
But you look so good at blush.
but that's really cute. Oh yeah. So that is a really cute wrap bracelet. I love it, and it's really cute with gray. So like, give yourself like a new palette and a new neutral. Get away from black. Pick a color. I don't care what you think.
Okay. I'm putting her away. Phone's on the ground. Your phone's on the ground.
All right, you're in a coat.
No, not you, her.
All right. So you know what to do to prepare for the fall. You know how to connect with your hostesses. You know how to dress Tiffany. Okay. With a bra and a tunic, double up. And now we're going to do a little devotion. A little dance and then a devotion. So Jessica Coker's gonna come. She's a professional, y'all. No, I'm used to talking. She talks to little people, but the thing is, I have the mentality of a child, so you just talk. Okay, do you want to share? Okay. Okay. I'm probably. Do you want me to? So everyone, give Jessica your attention. Woohoo! Jesus is watching.
I have a feeling you say that a lot.
The number one thing said in my house is that the Bible says you need to obey your parents. I didn't know, listen to me.
Swallowed up by a whale.
Biblical parenting. We'll see what the children's pastor has to say about that.
Tonight I'm going to talk about feeling a little stalled. My verse today is Isaiah 43, verse 2, and it says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you pass through the fire, you will not be burned by the flames. The flames will not set you ablaze." And again, that's Isaiah 43:2. I clung to this verse a couple of years ago. And an inspirational song by Mandisa. Anybody ever heard of Stronger? I was clinging to this verse one day while I was running. I was training for a half marathon. And my heart was beating really fast. And I was struggling to take every step. My friends looked back and they asked me if I was okay. And when I started the run, I knew that it was going to be challenging. But I ran often, so I knew that I could do it. And I was training for that half marathon. It was very important to me. So I didn't expect during this run that halfway through my hip would dislocate. I paused for a few seconds but realized that my friends had not stopped. So I continued to run, even though it was at a slower pace. Yes, it was very hard, and it required more of me than I thought, but it was so worth it. Sometimes our faith can feel that way too. All of us started this journey in Premier for different reasons. Some of us wanted to get out of jobs that we didn't like, and we wanted to do Premier full time. Some of us needed more income, and some just needed fellowship or some girl time away from the kids. But I believe that we are all here because God placed us here. But somewhere along the way it gets hard. Sometimes it gets really hard. And it's in those times that we might feel like we are stalled. And it's those moments when the enemy will tell you that you are a failure. And he will tell you that you don't measure up. But can I tell you something? Feeling stalled is a lot different than being stagnant. Mm-hmm. Feeling stalled can result in moving forward. There was a time when you didn't know that you weren't moving forward. And now, because of what God has done in your heart and in your business, you are aware of those days when something is lacking. You know when you aren't doing all that you can do. You know when you feel that you're further from God. Stagnant, on the other hand, is never moving. It's staying away from those hard parts, like picking up the phone and calling those customers. It's throwing your hands up in the air and quitting. Just giving up. So, what can we do when we're feeling like we're in a stall? First thing you want to do is look back. Where did you come from? And how have you grown? Check out the beauty of what God has done already in you through your Premier business. Second, you want to ask for wisdom. You don't have to figure out the entire journey. Ask God for the next step and the next one after that. In James chapter 1, verse 5, he promises to give us wisdom if we ask for it. You want to allow him to work in you before you move on. This may be the perfect time to allow God to fill you and give you what's necessary before you move on. You want to remember that in Isaiah 43:2 it says that we are promised that God will walk with us through the hard times. Your stalled place can be a time of intimacy with God. He loves you so much more than you can fathom. And what about when you finally arrive? When I finished that run, I collapsed on the ground. And though I was exhausted and I was in pain, there was a joy. I had completed that run, which was more than half of what I was training for. I felt accomplished, and I learned what I could do. I continued to train, and I did go on to run that half marathon a few months later. I can do anything with God's help, and so can you. So if you're feeling stalled, it's okay. Stalled is different than being stagnant. And with God's help, your stalled place can be a wonderful part of your journey with Premier. God's love never fails, and He does not give up on us.
Yeah, seriously, I hate what it's, I mean, I'm afraid to see what you could do with more time there. Say, who feels that move? That was awesome. Thank you. And Jessica and Kim as well, thank you all for, great way to wrap that up. Okay, so P.S., it is 8:20. Lacey is going to start speaking very soon. She,
Not here.
I don't know, not here. I'm not going to fly to the stars and just like or come from the ceiling. No, Lacey and Danielle and Cheryl and their spouses, Dave, Jonathan, Rick, they are at Haven of Hope right now with all the senior leaders, and Lacey has been asked by the home office to speak at Haven of Hope, and she is going after Gayla Ogre. And so she is like sweating, I'm sure. There's no reason, you and I all know that there's no reason for her to be nervous, right? She's awesome. She's awesome. But she's very, very, very nervous. So she's asked that we lift her up in prayer. So we're going to take prayer requests. I have a piece of paper. Oh, thank you. Good. And so we're going to take prayer requests, and then we're going to, pray, and we're going to pray for her and pray for all of their traveling mercy too. Home. So, does anyone have prayer requests?
Go. One is the biggest one right now is my brother came home. He's a praise too. From the Navy. He was on his second deployment. And it was before rally, but we got word from him. His girlfriend of like 6 years, who's in high school, broke up with him via an email. He was on deployment on a ship. So that's kind of how it happened. I mean, yeah. So he came back Saturday. It was great. We went to the ship, got to see him, bring him home. But unfortunately, like right now, because of this breakup, because he doesn't know anything different really. They were living together and things like that too. He's talking about getting a roster of girls, and he's drinking. Like he's turned to drinking. So. What's his name? Corey Forehand.
Yes, Jessica?
I'm going to be a grandmother in a few days.
Oh, girl.
I just pray that everything goes well. The girlfriend is very young. So
Grandson.
I'm excited. Okay, we'll go Jessica and then Mandy in the back.
So my brother has my cutest little nephew, 7 years old, and they're going through a pretty nasty custody battle right now over my nephew. And the mother was wanting to take him all the way to Wyoming to live, and she's got primary residence right now. So anyway, long story short, if you guys could just keep my brother and my nephew in prayers, and hopefully, the judges and everything will make the right decision to keep him locally where his family's all based.
What's your brother's name?
Floyd. What's your nephew's name? Taylor. Yeah, it's pretty tough on our family. My family's taking ours.
Okay, Mandy.
Well, due to recent events, I no longer have a vehicle to get me back and forth to shows.
Recent events. Let's just thank God right now that she's alive.
I flipped my car, so, his car.
Praise God.
So I need a new car like yesterday, so I just need some prayer about that.
My uncle was just put on hospice. He's 69, and he has, I think it started out as lung cancer, but it's really bad. And I think the hardest part for them is my aunt and uncle had 2 girls, and my cousin Kim died 4 years ago. So now 4 years later, it's just my aunt and my cousin Amy, and they're losing their dad. So if people could pray for that. It's Uncle Tom and his family.
Is he local?
He lives in Sarasota, so not local.
Let's pray for Rachel and Lucia and Ryan.
Rachel had her baby 100 days late.
It's a really cute
46
baby.
weeks
Yeah.
pregnant.
Well, you know, she is in your downline, right, Christy?
Yeah.
Right.
You did birth her.
If you are in my downline, your baby will be very late. Don't get pregnant.
Thanks, Laura.
Sorry.
Why did you just speak that?
But they're healthy babies.
Mine's too early if you'd like to.
Just if you want to join our downline, maybe how many asses? If you don't have any or like more kids, like first line.
Yes, and we'll just switch over to yours then.
Yeah. Stop it.
Whatever.
Okay. Anybody else?
Katie?
Just pray for Darren.
Yes. Raise your hand.
I have a very close friend whose husband just recently came home and kind of blindsided her with telling her he wants a divorce. And she's about my age. They've been together since middle school and married for ages, and they have an 18-month-old daughter. And he's not really wanting to go to counseling, not really wanting to, and she's just devastated. It's getting ugly, and just pray that things will settle down and work out.
Anybody else?
My boyfriend, who is 27, is getting his throat, or biopsy of his throat because he's gonna have throat cancer.
When's he having that done?
This month.
Here. What's his name?
Daniel.
So we do send these into Premier, but you guys know at any time that you have something that comes up that you need prayer for, that someone you know needs prayer for, Premier has an incredible prayer services.
Prayer services at Premier.
Prayer team, yeah. And so they're waiting to pray for you and with you on the phone. Like this company really is different, and so take advantage of that. All you have to do is call Premier's customer service number and ask to speak to someone on the prayer team, and they'll put you right through. Okay, and there's someone live that'll pick up the phone and they'll pray with you, and then they'll check back in with you. So if that's you during the week, then use them.
It can be for your hostesses, your customers, your family, whoever. They'll pray for anyone. All right.
All right.
Hold hands.
Yeah, we'll stand up and hold hands. Anyone want to close this out and also pray for Lacey?
Oh, damn.
Steve does. Cam is going to pray and pray for Lacey. I'm speaking like right now.
Okay, everybody. Dear Heavenly Father, I just want to thank you so much for this opportunity to come to you. We are just humbled by your presence. Dear Lord, just bless that baby, Lord. Just love on that baby as it grows. And thank you, Jesus, so much for all of the courage right now in this room. Jesus, thank you so much for infusing us with this inability to quit and just this love that we have to honor you and honor those around us. And thank you for your patience to let us grow and develop. And I pray for everybody that's on that list, Jesus. Everybody has a need that's either spoken or unspoken, Jesus. I just ask that you just meet them where they need to be met. For individuals that are just really far from you, Lord, I just pray that you just get there right in their face and you just love them until they are on their knees. And Lord, I just thank you so much that we can ask that you move mountains for us, because our necklace says that we can. And Jesus, I just thank you so much. Right now, I just lift up Lacey. As she is speaking, Lord, put your Holy Spirit into her and just speak through her, where she is just moving mountains right now with her voice because of you. And I pray right now for the power of the Holy Spirit in your honorable and major, amazing name, that you are just proclaimed through her. And Jesus, thank you so much that we can call her our leader. And I just thank you again, because it's in your gracious name. Amen.
All right, don't leave. Get your tickets out. All right, man. Awesome devotion and awesome prayer time. Who wants to win Angel Miss? Sutton doesn't like it, she says.
No, I said I didn't actually like it there, but now I do and I should have worn it.
Yeah, Sutton doesn't like anything there. When she gets home, she likes everything.
It's so true.
Never take her advice on anything. All right, who wants to win? You guys stand up to win? You guys are excited to win? You're not excited? All right, who's ready? 6, 9, 7, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3.
Let's do a cartwheel.
You really won.
You actually really won.
All right. Who wants?
Don't get given away my jewelry.
Who wants this tray? Who wants half of the iris? That's how you get it. That's all we got. So Lacey's got the other half. So take it up with her. You got another half.
You'll get the other half. What's your name? What's your name right here? Lindy. Lindy. Love that name. Lindy has on the full iris. What does that look like?
Lacey has the other half, so you're probably only ever going to have this half. Probably. 6, 9, 7, 5, 6, 1.
No. Hope you like that half.
Alright, who wants to win? Sexational! I probably should have known that. So we're going to get 5 individual bracelets away. If you don't win, you're like, yeah, let's do a 5. Alright, here we go. Better not be yours.
It's you.
6, 9, 7, 4, 8, 4, 4, 8, 4.
She goes.
She gone. Stand back up.
I can't comment ticket, guys, but it's okay. Y'all do it again. I have them already.
She has it.
Oh, that's a good person right there. That's serving others right there, ladies and
I'm so
gentlemen.
connected to you right now.
You're going to book a show tonight in your sleep.
Yeah,
It's not really matter if you're dreaming. 6, 9, 7. How about a woo for Jessica Brown, everybody? 5, 2, 5. Woo!
Oh, yeah.